Hi friends, I hope you're doing well today. I have a little something different that I want us to do together. I think it would be nice and calming, and I think it very nostalgic. It would probably calm us right down while the world is literally and figuratively on fire and burning down around us. Let's take a little moment, and we are going to go through a teen magazine from 1997. This one is from November. My God, I was a freshman in high school. I was living my best life. I had the world just in the palm of my hand. I also had the same homemade bangs. So let's not waste any time. We are going to flip through this teen magazine together and just chat about it. Just like we're two gals at a slumber party, just kicking it. Old school. The thing about teen magazine, I feel like teen would sort of get overlooked more so than 17 or YM. For some reason, this is not one that I got regularly. The other ones I would get every single time we went to the grocery store. I would beg for them, and my mom would always cave in and let me get one. But teen magazine, a little bit more unfamiliar with. However, after looking through this myself, I was surprised that I kind of like this better than a lot of the other ones. Now, I will say, bear with me on the lighting, guys, because I don't know what's going on in here, but it's a little bit tricky to get the lighting without any sort of glare, especially on these glossier pages of the magazine. So bear with me. If you have any feedback, let me know. I'm open to it, or any workarounds. But for now, I think we'll be fine. You're going to get the general idea. This was obviously when Nikki Taylor was ruling everything around her. She had the CoverGirl lockdown going on. Definitely also Vidal Sassoon. Everyone was doing curls. You can definitely see, I feel like the table of contents was always very well put together. It was very engaging. I, however, am a psychopath and would read my magazine from the back going forward. So this was actually always the last thing that I saw. I don't know why I do the things that I do, but here I am, you know? CoverGirl, I will say, made an appearance like a million times in this magazine. Like, we get it. We all use that powder. That powder had this very distinct smell, and I still think that they actually make it, if I'm not mistaken. It just, oh God, it smelled so perfumed and almost a little bit like old lady-ish, but not in a terrible way. Not in a terrible way. I think if I were to smell it today, I would get very nostalgic and very, very happy with it. Now this right here, I want everything on this page, honestly. Everything, as you can see, shimmer out the wazoo. Everything from your body wash, bath bubbles, body moisturizer. We got the nail polish, even a candle. It looks like everything has glitter in it. So, you know, there was no shortage of sparkle back in 1997. I personally appreciate that. I am a fan of sparkle, but Caboodles did it, man. Lot to take in right here. Gigapets, I am still slightly traumatized at the way that my Gigapet died through my own neglect. Really kind of made me do a lot of introspection. Gigapet was, if you're not familiar, the basically knockoff version of Tamagotchi. I feel like it was cheaper and kind of shitty, so naturally that is what my mom got me because it was very much like, we've got Tamagotchi at home, and then I ended up with a Gigapet, but it's fine. And then also, too, slightly traumatized by 1006, which was essentially battery acid that you would just kind of swab on your face, burn your acne off, burn it down to the ground. I actually had forgotten about these everything used to come in the little knockoff Chinese food containers. Not necessarily knockoff, but you know what I mean. I can't talk about Navy. Blech. I cannot, and I will not talk about Navy perfume. Not today, kids. I will, however, talk about some of these fun little barrettes that we used to have going on. Oh my God. I forgot about that. I used to put a barrette in my hair every goddamn day. Now, this right here, this little sporty style, I don't really know how, where, when, or why this started happening, but it was very orange, brown, stripes, logos. Adidas was huge. I will say, I did have a pair of Adidas shoes that I was in love with. They were very, very cute. Was I an athlete? No. Well, will I ever be an athlete? Absolutely not. So it felt like a lie, a walking lie, but, you know, anything for fashion, I guess. Clean and clear was a lie. I feel like that never worked. Not like good old 1006 battery acid. See, you can kind of see more here, even with the pants. Like, we've still got these bad boys right here, which the year afterward, I think, 98, right, was when Britney Spears had her Baby One More Time video, and she was wearing those, like, snap down the side athletic pants, the maroon ones, and everybody went crazy. This, I feel like, was sort of the intro to that. Oh my God, if the table shakes like a damn earthquake, it's because my big, giant man arm is like, boom, boom, but it's fine. Oh, this is honestly Sears. Come see the softer side of Sears. Y'all remember that? I don't want to microanalyze every page in here, but I'm probably going to end up doing it because I get so excited about this, you guys. Like, I get so stoked about looking through these magazines that I can't shut up about them. So my apologies in advance. This is honestly super cute. These little, like, things that were going on with purses, accessories, shoes. Very, very, very cute. I'm surprised we did not all break our ankles at some point in time. These were always kind of fun, the advice columns, because I don't care who you were. We were all going through it with our little romantic interludes as a teenager where everything is a crisis and, you know, we're all looking for advice. We're all looking for some semblance of, you know, a solution to being awkward, and there's just not one, honestly. But these magazines did do a really good job of doing their best to sort of make us feel a little bit better about common things that were happening across, you know, the teen landscape globally, nationally. So that was always a nice, you know, way to feel good about things. Sometimes looking back, the advice is a little bit like, ooh, that might be a little problematic now. There's a lot of things in here sometimes where I'm like, damn, that's that wouldn't fly today, thank God. Salon Selectives. Girl, I hadn't seen you in a minute. Whoo, let me tell you. Clearasil, once again, we're all like, every page in here is like, how to get rid of your acne. It made my skin so dry. Oh my God, it made it so dry. And my skin's always been super like acne prone and kind of a disaster. So it really, in hindsight, I'm so glad that teenagers now know so much more about skincare. I feel like they know way more about skincare than I do. Like, they have whole routines. Like, it's inspired me to step my skincare game up. But back in the day, we just had some drying stuff and it was harsh and it was bad. We were just walking around dry and cakey, and we had that matte foundation. Just, Jesus. Oh my God. I can't seem to forget you. Your wind song stays on my mind. Oh, this right here, this right here, this is it. Oh my God. Girlfriends LA, like, I can't. It was one of my absolute favorite catalog. Girlfriends LA was very inclusive, honestly, for the time. Like, they had extended sizes, they had extended inseams, they had petite sizes, which, like, I'm 5'1", so I definitely could have taken advantage of that. But they just had cute stuff. Like, Delia's was amazing, but Girlfriends LA was a little bit more like, it was a little bit more fun, I feel like, and a little bit more kitschy, but I absolutely... Girlfriends LA has my heart, like, forever. Whenever I get catalogs on eBay, I swear I have, like, a saved search for Girlfriends LA catalogs. They're hard to find, honestly. Smart Foods, like eggnog, like Naughty and Nice. Like, we're just definitely, like, we were so divisive with food. And, like, some foods were bad, some foods were good. But, you know, it is what it is. I think a lot of us have moved past that. That Napoleon right there looks good as fuck. I would eat every single thing on that page. I just don't even care anymore. But I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it is what it is. Ooh, let me tell you something. Every single boy on this page, except for who's Scott Bairstow? I don't know who you are. But everyone else on this page, Devin, JTT, y'all can still get it. I'm just saying. Devin Sawa is actually amazing to follow on Twitter and Instagram if you guys don't follow him. It's like fine and liberal and progressive and wanting to like make the world a better place. Say less. I don't know what this is, but I think it's very like eye-catching that there is an entire kit on how to make Y necklaces. Do you guys remember those? Because those used to just absolutely be on every one all the time, every celebrity neck under the sun. When I tell you looking through these magazines, the tampon ads are an entire, I mean, this entire page, it is filled with words. It is filled with, I mean, entire paragraphs. I don't genuinely know what I didn't know that there was that much to talk about when it came to tampons. But you know what? Maybe we take that for granted now. Maybe I take that for granted as a 38-year-old woman that's been using them for, oh my God, like 20, Jesus. Okay. That's, whew, menopause is probably right around the corner. But we really they put a lot of work into the marketing for tampons and just making them very, probably overly complicated. Ooh, Mekhi Phifer, very fine, very, very handsome. I feel like he was everywhere for a long time. And then this was after Rebecca Gayheart was no longer the spokesperson for Noxzema. We had moved on, and let me tell you, Noxzema smells so damn good. It was like tingly on the skin too. I don't even know if they still make Noxzema, but if they do, I might go get some just to have it and smell it, huff it like a wild person. Jesus, Aussie Sprunch Spray, very crunchy. You could do something like this, right? Like some little curls, put a little Sprunch Spray in there, and it would make it crispy ramen noodles. I think is the best way to describe it. It did smell amazing, I will say. It almost smelled like super, super sweet, but I absolutely loved it. I loved having my hair crunchy. I thought that meant that it was done. Like it was like in for the long haul, looked super sexy. I don't even know what this is. This is a little, oh my God, yes I do. This is celebrity addresses. We could write them a little fan mail. One time I wrote Macaulay Culkin, what the fuck? Did I have a stroke? I wrote Macaulay Culkin a little fan letter, and he wrote me back. Well, his PR team sent out mass signed postcards, and it was just very nice. I felt very importante. Matchbox 20 had just come out on the scene. Here we got another Caboodles little ad here, although this one still has the little glitter guys down here, but it's also got the actual Caboodles. I think this is when Caboodles itself actually had like a rebranding, which is kind of cool. Now this right here, lip licks, these were amazing. You can definitely see that I'm always more drawn to advertisements than I am the guts of a magazine, like the articles. I always have been. I'm very visual. And these always really stuck with me, but these things were yummy. And they were all flavored. Like there were little, the out latte, yum. So. Speaking of, I brought a little cup of coffee up here because I thought it would be very like coffee talk, coffee talk. It's not though. That's delightful. Oh my God. So Jacob Dylan, Bob Dylan's son, the head of the lead singer of the Wallflowers, I have heard that he is a giant tool. Like he's just a dick, which honestly isn't that surprising. But then again, I don't know him personally, so I really can't say either way, but I will say he was fine. He was real cute, real sexy. We also got more famous family ties here. What the hell ever happened to Jason and Jeremy London? I was watching Mallrats the other day with my boyfriend and was just having a whole moment over whichever one was in it. Honestly, I don't remember. But we were both kind of like, what the hell happened to them? Like, where did they go? I hope they're okay and still, doing well. Body image, definitely something that we all struggled with, especially in the 90s when we were surrounded by just skinny. Remember they were calling like Kate Moss and everyone in the CK1 ads just like that heroin chic look. Like it was a thing, it was a whole vibe. And it is a wonder that we all made it out alive. Literally. Some of us didn't. It's a little dark. But, I guess rather that we made it out unscathed. But then again, some of us didn't. I don't necessarily know if I did. But, yeah, body image was a doozy. So these pages are always my favorite. And I don't know, it doesn't really seem like anyone else is so stoked about these. Whenever I post these, they don't get a whole lot of reaction. But this was literally, somebody commented on one of my Instagram posts, these pages, the Teen Wish Company walked so actual like Wish, the Wish app could run. And that is absolutely true because everything on this page you can tell is just cheap as shit. Probably just absolutely poorly made. But you know what? It's trendy and it's super cute, and I was never allowed to order anything out of this, but my God, if I could like do it now with my own money, like I do on Wish sometimes, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I'd order everything because I deserve it. God damn it. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, too, like these magazines, they weren't all like fun and games. They would do like heavier articles. They would do educational articles. I feel like a lot of like sex education, a lot of just harder topics like domestic violence, even abuse and things like that. They would cover stories about this, and it would be real teens that had this. And I always thought that that was kind of cool that it was more accessible to us. And I feel like a lot of times they didn't try to hide things from us, where the rest of society and our parents sort of tried to keep things hush hush, and even schools, you know? So I always really appreciated that. Oh my God, that damn gigapet again. But like, for real, do you think a woman will be president in your lifetime? We were asking these questions back then, and we still haven't had a fucking woman president in our lifetime. God damn it. We need one. But that's another, let me not go down that road, because I will be down there a while. Something about, and I don't know if this was a particular artist that did a lot of these comics or a lot of these drawings, but this was a style found in a lot of magazines. I've noticed that as I've looked through a lot of them, especially around this time period, but I really love these little doodles right here. I think they're very cute. Oh my God. Dream Phone, Mall Madness, Girl Talk. Is there an ad for those? Because I would lose my, damn it, no, there's not. Those were the most fun to play at a slumber party. If I could get my hands on one of those today, like one of the actual games, I would 100% play it. These Draw Me contests were always, like, for some reason, this imagery sticks in my mind. I don't know why. This was actually when Differin Gel, I remember going to the dermatologist for my acne because, once again, like I said, my acne was absolutely horrific. And I remember going to the dermatologist, and the first and only thing that they would usually like recommend first would be Differin Gel. And this was when you still had to go to the doctor to get it. Now you can get it over the counter, and real talk, I still use it sometimes when I'm having a little breakout, and it honestly still works. The quizzes were always super fun. However, for some reason, my just needing to be in control all the time brain would always like take the test and know like middle ground, the answers that I was supposed to choose to be like the most level-headed, and I would always like choose it just to be that. Whereas my gut would be telling me, choose A. This fetish, these ads were actually, I don't think that they were pulled, but this company did come under a lot of scrutiny for these ads because they were very like sexual. I guess said they were sexual. I don't feel like they were. Also, this is my favorite fragrance. I actually bought a bottle of it off eBay last year, and it still smells the same. It smells amazing. I loved it. We've got our fashion going on right here. This is very, very cute. Very, very 97. This is always like a cute little look at what was going on and kind of how they would style fashion shoots. Very, very, oh, we could do a little subscription here. I'd forgotten that Robin came out around this time with like Show Me Love. It was absolutely phenomenal. As I rip the page, it's great. But I always thought she was very cute, and I loved her hair. This is very telling right here. We were plucking the shit out of our eyebrows. We were absolutely butchering them. Couldn't tell us anything. It's always fun too, as well, to kind of go through and see exactly what was happening in the world of beauty. Especially looking through these like I do when I just sit down and like go through everything and kind of psychoanalyze all the things and the labels. It's really cool to see. This is sending me this oh my God, looking at the actual checks and like thinking about which checks you would order when you were an adult and had a checking account. Now we never use checks, but these were always a big deal. And honestly, out of everything on this page, the only one that I would get these big ass obnoxious smiley faces. That's what I would do. Everything back here is a little bit wordy, I'm not gonna lie. My ADHD can't handle it. We love a good poetry slam, you know, write all your little angsty teen poems and submit them, and to have them published, like, what an amazing thing. All the articles in the front being continued in the back, of course, but like I told you, this is where I would start. I would start right back here. I always wanted to know my horoscope first and foremost, and now, knowing as much as I know about astrology, I wouldn't have necessarily just read for my sun sign. I'd be reading for the whole damn birth chart. These were always fun pages because I feel like this is a lot of the random shit that they just couldn't fit anywhere else. This Barbizon scam, don't even get me started. Definitely, we've got ads for Delia's. We've got the little, probably somewhere in here, like, get your name written on a grain of rice. Just a lot of random shit. Your name written on a grain of rice. See? I told you. The All-Stars hotline. Call and talk to your favorite celeb, I guess. This is cute. This is cute. This little survey. I love that. I would have loved for my opinion to be taken into consideration when I was that age, honestly. And then we're all the way back here at the Why Me Humiliation Hot Sheet. I love those stories because I'm such a klutz and have been embarrassing myself since I entered this earth on April 10th, 1983 at 6:18 p.m. However, sometimes reading them now, especially, it's a little bit cringy. It's a little bit like, okay, like that's the worst that happened to you? Like, haha, let me tell you about the time. But still super cute and fun. And then, of course, these babies right here, Body Fantasies fragrance body sprays. I still swear by these. I literally still use the cotton candy one. It's not necessarily by Body Fantasies, but it's by... No, maybe it is actually. But I use it all the fucking time. I refuse to stop using it. The one thing that I do miss that I can never find anywhere, Freesia. Freesia anything for some reason doesn't exist anymore, and I don't know why. But guys, that is it. We are ending with a very apropos Pantene Pro V little ad back here. We know now that Pantene Pro V is absolute trash for your hair, but at the time that was pretty much what we had, and we absolutely loved it. It did make your hair shiny, but it was all that wax that was in it. We've gotten to the end of our magazine. If this is something that you want to do more of with me, because I've got a shit ton of them, just let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to see as far as which magazines. I'll see if I can get my hands on them. I've got some Delia's catalogs, Girlfriends LA. I would love to go through these with you guys because I just feel like it's this little piece of nostalgia that we get that is just like so satisfying, and it almost just kind of heals your soul a little bit. It's very like a tangible bit of serotonin, and I think we all need that right now. But you guys stay safe out there, and I will talk to you soon.